Morgen.
Good morning. Good morning. Slept well? No, not too much rolling last night. So I made a schedule for today. And the next days, we'll have here on board. You can have a look at it. So one more day of transit and then we'll start work at the station. I'll get me some breakfast. Hello and welcome to the bridge of Pelagia. Take a moment to look around, make yourself familiar with the bridge. The highest point on the inside of the ship. Loads of things to see here. For example, Chief Officer Kelly, who's doing the work, steering the ship towards the next station. And yeah, as a Chief Scientist, you do a lot of discussion and talking with the officers on the bridge, as well as the folks on deck, obviously. But here on the bridge is where all the information comes together about the weather, the sea state, the time to the next station. These people know all about the meteorology and what to expect, what the forecast will be, what conditions will be like on station, what can we do, can we go out with the dinghy or do we have to work from the ship? And this is where all the other information comes together as well. You see lots of screens here, for example radar screens, but also on this one, for example, the meteorological conditions, the position where we are, where the next station is, how long till we get there, and yeah, it's always good fun communicating with these people. You learn a lot from them. A typical day at sea is either preparing for the next station, or handling the samples that we collected at the previous station, or preparing our instruments, or surfacing, reading data, what have you. Here we are in the chemistry lab. Next door there's a dry lab, there's another wet lab for the really dirty things, but here we are in a bit cleaner environment. We have a fume hood as well, and we prepare our samples here. I always say science is 1% inspiration and 99% transpiration, and the transpiration comes from labeling all these samples and bottles and bags and what have you, because you can imagine we collect a lot of samples and they need to be properly labeled, like for example which station, which depth they came from, what instrument, things like that. So welcome to the Chief Scientist cabin. Don't expect that everybody has a cabin like this. It's a bit bigger than the other regular cabins. There's a place to sit, to have a small conference or meeting with people. Bathroom behind here, and I spent quite a bit of time here also working on the computer, reading stuff or writing stuff, writing the report, writing the blog, doing the outreach, but also reading mails or doing my regular work if I have time in between the stuff we do for the ship, for this cruise. For example, some editorial work, or yeah, work for correcting material for students or things like that.